मृत्यूचे आव्हान पेलूनी तोच वरसा आम्हाला दिला. शिवरायांच्या शंभूचा हिंदू मनी अमर झाला. Coming from the same legacy that confronted death, Shivaji's son Shambhu became immortal as a Hindu. Today is the Jayanti of Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj, the son of Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj. Growing up in the shadow of a powerful father who was a giant of personality meant Sambhaji, for all his achievements, would never really match up to Shivaji Maharaj, and historians judging him harshly did not help either, nor his reckless attitude and the fact that there was no love lost between him and his father. But it would be unfair to dismiss Sambhaji's contribution to the Maratha Empire. It was not an easy childhood for Sambhaji, born to Shivaji's first wife Saibai. He lost his mother at the age of 2 and grew up under the care of his grandmother Jijabai. And when he was just 9, he was forced to live with Raja Jaisingh of Amber as a hostage, following the Treaty of Purandar which Shivaji had signed in 1656. And for some time he had to serve in the Mughal court under Aurangzeb. And then on May 1666 he was placed under house arrest along with his father, managed to escape hoodwinking guards hiding in fruit baskets. And later he was married to Jivabai, the daughter of Pilajirao Shirke, a powerful Deshmukh of the Konkan region, who changed her name to Yesubai after the marriage. Shivaji Maharaj passed away in 1680, leading to a bitter struggle for the accession to the throne. Sambhaji's stepmother Swarajya wanted her son Rajaram to be the next ruler and connived with various Maratha nobles to install him on the throne. However, Sambhaji escaped from Panhala and overthrew Rajaram after taking control of both Panhala and Raigad. He was formally crowned the emperor on July 20th, 1618, and threw Rajaram Swarajya along with Rajaram's wife Jayanti into the prison. He got Swarajya executed on charges of treason and conspiracy, thus consolidating his hold on the throne. One of Sambhaji's first campaigns was against Burhanpur, a stronghold of the Mughals known for its riches as well as its grand buildings. Bahadur Khan Kokaltash, Aurangzeb's relative, was the one in charge of Burhanpur, and Sambhaji tricked him into thinking that they would attack Surat. The tactics worked. The Marathas under the command of Hambirrao Mohite attacked Burhanpur, and soon the city was captured, the treasury was looted, and the captives were executed. In 1881, Sambhaji gave shelter to Aurangzeb's rebellious son Prince Akbar, which would lead to one of the longest wars in Indian history between the Marathas and Mughals. Aurangzeb, already furious over Shivaji checking his advances in the Deccan, now swore to destroy the Marathas forever. After camping in Aurangabad, the Mughal headquarters, he turned his attention to the Marathas, and one of the first forts to be attacked was Ramsej in Nasik district, a rather tiny fort but strategically important. Aurangzeb felt that being one of the smaller forts, this would be captured easily, but a 5-month-long siege failed. With fierce resistance, the Marathas and the Mughal army had to retreat. Sambhaji failed, however, to capture the fort of Janjira from the Siddhis, even though he led a 30-day siege in 1682. Much like his father, though it was subjected to attack and suffered heavy damages, the Marathas could not penetrate the fort. Even a Trojan horse-style trick sending in his own men as defectors failed, and is attempted to build a stone causeway to the island, but had to give up when Aurangzeb attacked Raigad, forcing him to retreat. Managed to capture the Portuguese fort of Anjadiva, but the Marathas were later repelled by a 200-strong force, leading to another conflict between the Marathas and Portuguese, who at the time were allowing the Mughals to use their ports also. In late 1683, Sambhaji attacked the Portuguese and captured many key forts, forcing the then Viceroy Francisco de Tavara to undertake special prayers. Sambhaji later had a treaty with the British, who enabled him to conquer Pratapgarh and a series of forts along the Western Ghats. His attempt to invade Mysore in 1681 would, however, end in failure, much like that of his fathers earlier, when the ruler Chikkadevaraja Wadiyar managed to repel back his army. Why in 1687 would be one of the biggest blows to Sambhaji. He lost his trusted commander Hambirrao Mohite. His troops deserted him, and to make matters worse, the Shirke clan who defected to the Mughals spied on his movements. Sambhaji was captured and taken prisoner by the Mughals under Mukarrab Khan in February 1689, along with his friend Kavi Kailash, humiliated in the worst possible manner by Aurangzeb, made to dress like jokers, insulted, paraded in chains, and laughed at. Aurangzeb promised amnesty to Sambhaji if he converted to Islam and surrendered his forts. The latter refused, following which Sambhaji was tortured to death in the most gruesome manner. His skin was peeled off using the bagnak, he was blinded, his tongue was plucked out, and nails. And finally, on March 11, 1689, he was executed by beheading at Tolapur and his body thrown into the Bhima River. This sacrifice did not go in vain, as the Marathas resisted even more intensely after his brutal execution, and causing Aurangzeb to die a broken man after a long campaign. The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. The sacrifice of people like Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj is why Sanatan Dharma still survives in India. If you have enjoyed this particular video talk on Chhatrapati Sambhaji Maharaj, do share, like this video, and subscribe to this channel, and also give your comments about what you think about Sambhaji Maharaj's sacrifice on this date. Naman, this is me, Ratnakar, signing off on another episode of History Under Your Feet.